Richie here with Statifying Football. I haven't made a video all season long for the 2022 season. This is for the college bowl games. The first two bowl games are on Friday, December 16th. Starting with the Bahamas Bowl, you got the 6-6 UAB Blazers against the 6-6 Miami of Ohio Redhawks. You got UAB's quarterback Dalen Hopkins passed for 1,709 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, ran for 2 touchdowns. But really, their offense runs through Dwayne McBride, one of the best running backs in the country. He leads the nation with 1,713 rushing yards, and that's missing a game. And he's second in the nation with 19 rushing touchdowns. They have their top tackler is linebacker Noah Wilder with 100 tackles. They have a really good cornerback in Starling Thomas V, who's third nationally with 15 pass breakups. They have another really good corner in Mac McWilliams with 10 passes broken up and 1 interception. They're averaging 30 points a game and only giving up 23.4 points a game defensively. Going against Miami of Ohio, they had a quarterback, Brett Gabbert. He got hurt. Their backup filled in pretty nicely. They snuck into a bowl game. Avion Smith, I believe he's a freshman. He's a decent dual threat. He passed for 1,137, 9 touchdowns, 5 picks, ran for 503 yards and 6 touchdowns. They have 2 really good linebackers in Ryan McWood with 121 tackles and Matt Salopek with 109. John Saunders is one of their top defensive backs with 10 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, and 12 passes defense total. They're only giving up, their calling card is their defense. They're giving up only 22 points per game, but their offense is not He's been okay here and there with their quarterback, but they're only averaging 20 points per game. I think this game should be a pretty close game, relatively low scoring, like 26-23 kind of thing. But I think it'll be Dwayne McBride, the running back for UAB, being a little bit too much for Miami of Ohio to stop, and I think UAB will get their 7th win in this bowl game. And then the second bowl on Friday, it's actually, weirdly enough, it's the only bowl game this all season, including the 2 playoff games where both teams won their conference. You have number 25 UTSA 11-2. They won the CUSA against number 24 ranked Troy Trojans, who went 11-2 as well and won the Sun Belt Conference. UTSA Roadrunners, they have a really good offense. Frank Harris, if you don't know about him, he's one of the better quarterbacks, in my opinion, in the country, at least in the group of 5. He passed for 3,865 yards, 31 touchdown passes, only 7 interceptions, and ran for 588 yards and 9 touchdowns. They have a really good receiver the past 3 years, Dakari Franklin, 86 catches, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdown receptions. Joshua Cephas is second. He's very close to 1,000 yards himself, with 87 catches for 985 yards and 6 touchdowns. Their safety, Cliff Chatham, one of the top defenders in the country in terms of passes defense. He had 14 pass breakups, 4 interceptions. Corey Mayfield, 12 pass breakups, 3 interceptions. They're averaging 38.7 points per game, which is 12th nationally in scoring offense. Their defense are giving up 26.5 points per game, and their total yards per game, 486 yards, is 9th nationally. Against Troy, they won with a really good defense. They're only giving up 17.5 points per game, which is 8th best nationally. They have 39 sacks as a team, which is tied for 5th nationally. Their quarterback situation, they kind of use 3 different quarterbacks most of the year, but Gunnar Watson is their top one with 2,705 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not very wow numbers, but sufficient enough with that strong defense to get things done. And their running back, Kamani Vidal, came on really late in the season, like the last couple of games. I think the second to last game he ran for like 200-something yards. He did run for over 1,000, 1,059, 9 touchdowns. Their top receiver, Tez Johnson, 52 catches, 823 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Offensively, they've come on a little bit late in the season. They're only averaging 26.2 points per game. But the UTSA, for as good as their offense is, their defense does give up points. Like I said, their defense is giving up 26 points per game. I really enjoy watching the UTSA Roadrunners offense. I think they're fun to watch. Their quarterback's good. Their receivers are really good. They nearly had 3 1,000-yard receivers, but one of them got hurt towards the end of the season. but I think it's defense that's going to win this. I think the Troy Trojans should be able to put up some, they've been moving it enough lately. They destroyed Coastal Carolina in the Sun Belt. They put up, I think, 47 or 48 points in that game. They've shown they can move it a little bit. UTSA can give it up a little bit, but Troy's defense should be able to stop UTSA just enough times to get Troy to win. But I think this will be a really fun game. It should be one of the best games, really, of the whole bowl season. But I'm going to say Troy comes out on top to win and get their record to 12-2. So those are my 2 breakdowns for the first 2 bowl games of this season. Check out all my other videos. I'm going to break down every single bowl game. There's 41 of them, plus whatever the national championship game is going to be. I'm going to break all of it down, preview all of it. So check back and Satisfying Football later. Peace.